Welcome to Film Vets. I'm your host, Paul Dixon, or should I say, your dungeon master. With me is my co-host, Dan. What would your dungeon name be? What would your name be? And I don't mean dungeon.
Rolled a natural one, so now it's Young. Dan Young.
Dan, we're gonna watch Dungeons and Dungeons
and Daddies. that's the wrong trailer, Paul.
Whoa! I'm keeping that in. We're gonna watch the new trailer for Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay!
On your knees.
Okay, chop it off.
Chop it off. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we got him now. You know what? I'm thinking they're probably sharper stairs somewhere else.
That's great.
Thieves, but we help the wrong person steal the wrong thing and unleash the greatest evil the world has ever known.
As you do.
The Red Wizards created an army of the undead.
Sounds lovely.
Quite the opposite.
I know, I was being ironic.
I find irony is a blade that cuts he who wields it most especially.
You're not a lot of fun, are you? How are we gonna pull this off?
We're gonna need a team.
Follow me to the orifice.
The orifice?
I'll go last.
I don't mind that.
Oh yeah. Good offense.
He missed.
No,
Nope.
That's not good. Aren't you sick of failing? We could die.
There's worse things than dying.
I love the box.
Sick, a
Everything
mimic.
that ever mattered to me. And if we quit now, that's for nothing.
I don't want to see you die, which is why I'm going to leave the room.
This ends now.
As advertised. Nice.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Protected by an ancient trap. We must not trigger the mechanism.
I may have triggered the mechanism. Sorry.
That's great. So that was the full trailer for Dungeons and Dragons. Dan, with us.
All right, so they did make a Dungeons and Dragons movie previous to this one. It
Why
was
did you?
it
No.
was awful. I bring it up because Jeremy Irons was in it, and he was so over the top. Like, he was just absolutely ridiculous, and he was one of the best things about that movie, if not the only good thing about the movie. I bring that up because this movie seems like it's finally figured out the formula on how to do a Dungeons and Dragons movie. And it's just the second one, which is great. I honestly didn't think we were ever going to see a second one. With that being said, they had the dynamic, and it feels like the interactions, like you can almost picture it's just a bunch of people sitting around a table talking about things, and you always have the one guy that's like, I triggered the mechanism. Sorry. You know, like, and that's usually me. That's me. I'm the one that usually like just kind of goes over and I start messing around with stuff, and you know, ta-da, trap is set. But it looks like we're getting a lot of like classic D&D characters or monsters, and it's just going to be fun and funny. I hope it doesn't take itself too serious, and that's why we're getting the one character that seems to be a wet blanket.
There's a lot of
I can't remember
great...
his name. I call him Bridgerton.
Yeah, Mr. Bridgerton, yes.
Well, I mean, sure.
I off the top of my head, I think it's like Jean Pierre or something of that nature.
Yeah, something like that.
Fantastic actor. Kind of my number one choice to play.
Wonderful actor.
Yeah, kind of my number one choice to play the next James Bond, in my opinion. But that's just me.
Yeah.
So I love the interactions between the characters. So I want to throw out a hypothesis on my end. I don't think it'll happen, but it would be interesting if it did, and I want to see what you think. Say at the end of the movie, they are successful and everything goes as planned. We pull out to reveal it is actually those people in the real world playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons. Like they're just in a basement or something. Just like, I don't know, something like that. What do you think?
Honestly, I love it. I do. I would love to see that, because then you can take those same people and make a second movie that doesn't have to directly relate to it. It's just another dungeon crawl. And it could be so much fun being that level of meta, Yeah. I love it. I love that idea. And I kind of hope they fold that in there somehow.
Yeah, I think it's a ballsy move. It could go either way. It worked for like the Lego movie where we learned that the Legos are actually Legos and the world is actually built by a kid. Things like that can work. Other times it can feel like the story meant nothing. It wasn't real, but it's Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, it could go either way. I don't know. It's just something I thought was interesting. Either way, the actors' chemistry really works. Everyone there, especially Chris Pine at the beginning when he's, with Michelle Rodriguez, he's like, all right, time to cut our heads off. All right, go for it. Yeah, he's just like, we're doing it.
Take it off.
We're fighting them, and it's just those kind of interactions are really fun. Obviously, it doesn't take itself too seriously, which I think I didn't see the last movie, the first one. I'm not going to unless we have to, unless we do like a bad watch or something like that. But I would imagine,
dude, we should.
What have I
we
done?
Totally should watch that, because I've blacked out a significant portion, and I would love to do a bad watch party. I would love it.
You blacked out. You just kind of glazed over. Hey, 2 hours later, what I miss?
It's so much rage that it borderlined a stroke, and I just sitting there like, it was a terrible movie. But you will find Jeremy Irons every time he opens his mouth. It is so ridiculous. It's almost refreshing. But then you go back to the storyline, and you're like, oh. I want Jeremy Irons like for like an hour just standing there monologuing. That's it. Because
I'm curious to see that. I am curious to see that, but
it's bad. It's a rough movie. It's a rough ride.
I am considering it. We would have to bring alcohol. So what did you think of the trailer for the new Dungeons and Dragons movie? Do you think they'll do something really meta at the end, like I had mentioned before? Let us know in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, veterans, for your service and for watching today. And Dan, thank you for going on this quest of D&D with me.
Absolutely. That was a blast, and I feel like I got more experience for it.
XP, exactly. What would your character be if you were in D&D? Like if you were actually able to physically go into a D&D world, what would you choose to be?
Honestly, I know exactly what my character would be.
Really?
If you would permit me about 2 seconds, I could go get it.
Please.
I could show it to you.
Show me, Dan.
Give me 1 second. Hang on.
What did you shove into the camera? What Dan doesn't know is I don't play D&D. I never have, and I have no idea what I'm going to do. So I'm going to let him just tell me what it is, and I'll figure it out from there.
You're a filthy liar. Did you like that? Gone 1 second, back the next. So I like 3D printing and everything. And I heard what you said. You've never played D&D. I played it when I was younger, but I don't know why I am so out of shape. I'm winded from going 20 feet. It's like I need a nap and a sandwich. Oh. Anyway,
man, we're only 40.
So
imagine when we get to 50.
I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a frog druid.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, dude, that would be my character. Yeah.
Okay, we need to get that made into an art piece, and I'll figure out my character, and we'll have both of us in, and we got to get, of course, other people, maybe Sean and Gary, and we'll have.
Oh, dude, that would be awesome.
It would be fun. Yeah,
that would be amazing. And you just got to make sure my frog druid has the beard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. And we also got to make sure we actually play the game one day.
Dude, I want to so bad. I think that would be a lot of fun. I've been trying to put something together that we can play. And I think that Dungeons and Dragons might be it. We can do that from afar as long as, everybody does it right. But anyway, we digress. So, yeah, that's what my character would be. What would your character be?
Ah, crap. I was hoping you wouldn't call me out. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. Maybe
Just pick something.
a board like for Spine. I don't know.
There you go.
Just singing and it sounds fun. I don't know.
There you go. Why not? You know, dragons attacking us, and you can sing "Achy Breaky Heart" or "Black Betty" to it.
Whoa, back there. Ambulance. That's something. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.